pump fakes in the what it's like to go through that pressure with your team and then see where you guys ultimately ended up?
Well, how fun is that? What a great gift of life to feel anticipatory about something. We were laughing our first season here. I think we were the first team called. So then we were like, oh, well, that's it. Now, it's very different this time to wait on it. But, excited. It's what makes March Madness so fun is that, it's this whole new season and nobody knows who they're playing until right now. And that's definitely some of the charm of this time of the year.
Robyn, this is obviously the third straight year for you guys. Every group's different, but how much do you think the players that have been part of this tournament in the past learned from what you guys, you played one game 2 years ago, 2 games last year.
Yeah.
Obviously looking for the next step.
Yeah, and I love that you share that. Our first year, we were a 9 seed, last year 7 seed, this year 5 seed. So the kids who've been with us have every year, really moved the needle in our program. And we were sharing about this the other day about who's played in the NCAA tournament. And you can't teach experience. I don't think it's the only thing that matters, but I do think it's relevant to have experience in the March Madness. And how fortunate are we? Like I was talking with Coach Lockwood the other day. This is his 20th NCAA tournament. I'm fortunate between this and D2. I think it's the 10th. And being able to coach in, high-level games and our players being able to play in it. So it's really hard to make it. I think it's absolutely a reflection of a body of work over the course of a season. I think you absolutely have to cherish it. And then you also have to shift into a mentality of there is another level required this time of the year.
Robyn, you described moving the needle, best seed for this program in a decade. What's that mean and what kind of validation is that as well, too?
Well, it's this interesting dichotomy of, disappointment of how close we are to the 4 seed and yet real recognition and embracing of this is the best seed in the program in 10 years. And so that doesn't happen, with a magic wand. That's been a lot of people choosing Michigan State, choosing to be part of a program, choosing to play in a really, really tough conference night in and night out. So that's something that we have to pay attention to. I think you always have to have this dichotomy of pushing for what's next and also having appreciation for how far you've come.
You were able to share the moment upstairs with your team, with friends, with family, with your daughter. What's it like, family atmosphere here for you?
Oh, so grateful for that. My family, I get asked a lot about work-life balance and, at Michigan State, it's integration. I feel like my kids get to be part of it. We, practiced on Friday and my daughter was running the scoreboard. So our team's incredible with that. We have other staff members with family. You get to do, as I share with our team, we get to do basketball together, but we get to do life together. We get a lot of time together over the course of a season. So all of us getting to share that, I think there's a basketball element absolutely to what we do, but there is a real human element to what we get to share.
What do you obviously just find out your opponents, but you had a sense it probably could be Oklahoma in that.
Yep.
And then do you scout, first of all, do you scout like 2 ahead? Like how do you prepare for the weekend and sort of where are you on the scouting of your opponents?
Well, we'll have 2 specific coaches scouting our Colorado State game, and then we'll have our other coaches scouting the other opponents. So both opponents, so that it's a quick turnaround, so that we're prepared. We'll get to watch them live as well, but we'll have a scout for both possible opponents.
Do you have one yet? You have one, but do you know anything about Colorado State yet?
I don't.
Yeah.
No, we were just sharing. It's a team too. It's not like a team you have seen, throughout the year has been like on in the background. No, they will be, and obviously they've had a great season, a really good record, and we're excited to dig in and learn about them.
You talk about the, sort of the dichotomy of being almost a 4, but a 5, but in the highest seed in a while, and it's the best probably chance to get to a Sweet 16 you maybe realistically had. Does it feel like that? Is there that sort of sense within the program, just based on where you are, that this is a more realistic chance to get to that next weekend? Or do you think that way at all?
I think that we're just be really focused on Colorado State. I mean, we know how good the teams that are left playing are and how good the teams in the tournament are. So that'll put a lot of our energy. But as we know, the better seed you get, the better chance you give your team. But we're a group that, what's been great too is, you get this 2-week break, which is interesting on the women's side. But it's also helpful because for 2 weeks you don't know who you're playing. And so you get to just worry about you. And honestly, that's probably more important with who we are and how we play. So that's been a good time we've had. And now we'll have a few days and it'll be all about Colorado State.
You mentioned the 2-week break. Is that beneficial at all? Has that helped at all with the injuries that you guys have had? Help you guys get healthier as we head into the tournament now?
It has. Yeah, it has. We've had some kids who've been coming back, but have still, they've been out or they have something that's been a little bit nagging. So absolutely, I think that I've seen a pretty significant difference in what that time has allowed for people to get back to playing and moving at the way they can.
Anything else for Coach Fralick? All right, thank you guys. We've got Grace against the.
All right, go green. Thanks you guys for being here. Exciting day for Michigan State basketball across the board.